Good morning, everybody. My name is Cristina Pedorella. I am a sophomore at Holy Cross, and I am one of the Campion student bakers. And today I'm going to be showing everyone how to make jam-filled thumbprint cookies. So for this recipe, you're going to need granulated sugar, all-purpose flour, vanilla extract, salt, butter, 1 egg, baking powder, and any jam of your choice. I like to do apricot and raspberry. You can do whatever you want. All right, so today I'm using a stand mixer, but you can use a hand mixer if that's what you have at home. And you're going to take your butter and cut it up into small cubes. It's just easier for when you're creaming the butter and the sugar together. It makes the process go a little bit faster. To the stick and a half of butter, you're going to add 2/3 cup of white sugar. All right. So I'm gonna mix it for a bit, and then I'll show you what that looks like. When you're doing this, you wanna make sure you're watching it to make sure it gets nice and light and fluffy. So the butter and the sugar is done, and if you check it out, it's almost an off-white color. So that's how you know that it's ready. It should look like that. To the mixer with the butter and the sugar, you're going to want to add 1 egg and a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and let this mix for not super long, just until everything's incorporated. You don't want to overbeat the egg because that's when you'll find yourself with a cookie that has it's like a tough texture, and you don't want that. And then I'll finish it off by hand. And it should look like that. So in a separate bowl, we're going to be combining our dry mixture together. So you're going to need 1 3/4 cup of flour. You are going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. With the fork, just combine it. Beautiful. Okay. And then we're going to gradually add in the dry mixture. And you're going to stop the stand mixer once everything's just about incorporated. It's better to stop it early and finish it by hand than let it go too long with the paddle. So once you're done, your dough should look like this. Super nice. And our next step is going to be rolling them out, putting them in a quick coating of sugar, and then putting the jam inside. So we're gonna take our baking sheet and we're gonna line it either with parchment paper or with a reusable silicone mat. You're gonna need a bowl, something with a wider mouth, because you're gonna take the ball of dough and roll it in sugar. Amount of sugar, I don't know, maybe like 2-3 tablespoons. Next, you're going to take a cookie scooper. You don't have to use this, but for uniformity, I like to use these. I would definitely recommend investing in one. And you're gonna scoop out a ball of dough. Roll it in your hands. Put it into the sugar. Roll it. Okay. Put it down, and then you can use your thumb, hence the name Thumbprint cookies. But again, for uniformity, I'm just going to use the back of a tablespoon. You're going to make an indent, and then beautiful. And then you're going to pick either jam, apricot, raspberry, or whatever you have at your house, and then fill it. That should be a perfect amount, what we have there. Ta-da! And then we'll just do that with the rest of the dough. Roll it, sugar, fill it with jam, and then we'll bake them in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes or until the bottom's golden. I would make these cookies all the time at home because I bring them over to my grandparents' house just because my grandfather used to like them a lot. So these are special to me. Honestly, baking at Campion is like the perfect job because I like baking, and I generally just bake to give food to people because that's just like the way that I let them know that I care about them. So this was like honestly the perfect job. So like freshman year, like I made it my mission to get this job. So once I secured it, I was so happy. Just want to make sure that the well is big enough where the jam isn't gonna ooze out. So once all of the cookies have been filled, we're gonna take this to the oven at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes or until the bottoms and the edges turn golden brown. So our 15 minutes are up, so I'm gonna pull these from the oven because they look like they're good to go. They're nice and golden brown around the edges, so they're good to pull out. And just wait for it to cool. In 10 minutes, we can do that. Once they've cooled, they're safe enough to eat. So pick your favorite. I'm gonna go with this one, the apricot. I love apricot, it's so good. And these came out great. They're nice and light and fluffy. The jam is perfectly tart, and these are a great cookie to make for those you love. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys try these out at home, and I hope to see you around Campion.